our guys don't get to play in that type of environment, very often. It's certainly, I mean, you think about in our 9 years, it's not like we've gotten the dregs of FBS. We've gotten, I remember 18 of Trevor Lawrence's first game, he was the backup, and the 4 defensive line were all first-round picks. And even in those games, you always have to have something going for you, and maybe they're hurting the quarterback or they got a guy out, which I don't think they do. And then they've always been so good defensive. I thought we played our tails off in 22 over there, and Tyler, and I remember Coach Sweeney even saying something to me after the game, but maybe outscored them in the second half, and we were over 50% on third down. We did some great stuff, and we got to find a way to give our guys the best chance. But again, it'll be monumental. But just the experience of it, it helps us in recruiting. We've got a bunch of kids here this weekend, visits, that we want to get here, and so absolutely that helps us. And I think Tennessee next year, week 2. So what's a little different for me is I hadn't played one of these at the end of the year, and I know they got a really big game the next week. So how does that affect them? What's their mindset? I know how they are when you play in week 1. They're all excited, and they're looking for stats, and they're, and so I don't know. And they're usually healthy, just like we're usually healthy, but we're not in bad shape. But again, we'll come up with a plan, and we'll show up, and our kids will go compete.